All right, welcome once again to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight with the SoMo Portside Jaguar Land Rover Truck Series at Michigan for 125 laps here tonight. Should be a pretty good race. Got some pretty good times coming up. Guys are saying the track feels pretty grippy, so we expect to see a good race out here tonight. They just got out of the drivers' meeting. Let's go down on the track, get a couple laps around with these guys while we go over a few things here. Let's take a look at the track conditions right now. Track conditions are 78 degrees temperature, 103 track temperature, so a little bit hot. Partly cloudy skies, 55% humidity. And our top 5 right now in warm-up is Adam Baker, Travis Wall, Lupa Gonzalez, Shane Papala, and Sean Dorr. We haven't seen Sean here in a while. Sean's back here tonight. We also have another driver tonight making a comeback into the truck series, Mr. Steven Parks. So we'll see how he does. And we have another driver with Steven Parks. They're both from Turn 4 Racing, Mark Nadeau. So we welcome Mark Nadeau to the series here. See how these guys do. Let's go check out who's on the track here. Let's go take a ride around with the 44 of Travis Wall and the 45 of Donald McLaughlin. And tonight's race is brought to you by Butler Furniture. We appreciate Butler Furniture for coming on as a sponsor with the SoMo Racing League. Butler Furniture sponsored a bunch of races here this season in a couple different series. Tonight is actually race number 20 in the Portside Jaguar and Land Rover Truck Series. 5 more races and then these guys will go to the chase. Only the top 12 are going to make it in. So everything counts now. The next couple races that they have, let me take a look here. Right now tonight is Michigan. Then they go to Bristol, Rockingham, Darlington, Charlotte, and then Chicagoland Speedway. And then the chase does start at New Hampshire. 12 drivers will go in. And they'll run New Hampshire, Las Vegas, Talladega, and I believe Martinsville. And then it will drop down to 8 and continue from there. So top 12 are going to be the ones that get in here tonight. Everything's going to count. Everything's on the line here. This is a good track for it. So we should see some really good racing here. Oh, we see the 45 into the 44 and into the 91 here at warm-up. Hopefully we don't see that on the track, but you never know. Here's our new driver to SoMo Racing League, Mark Nadeau in the 57. And he's running the Turn 4 Racing Chevy Silverado. So welcome him here. Let's see if we can go over some points here. We haven't had much changes in the points, so let's take a quick look at the points here. Shane Papala, he comes in your leader. He's got a big jump over Adam Baker in second. Ronald Henry sits in third, and he's tied with Len McNeese. 5th place is Lupa Gonzalez. 6th place, David Howard Jr. 7th place is Joe Mitchell. 8th place is Dean Viney. 9th is Kurt Davidson. And I don't know if Kurt's even out here on the track tonight. I don't see him. I don't see a bunch of regulars out here. Donald McLaughlin sits in 10. Paul Cohen in 11th. And Travis Wall rounds out the top 12 in the point standings. So those are the 12 drivers prospectively right now that may go into the chase. I'm not seeing Paul Cohen out here, so that's going to hurt him a little bit. Kurt Davidson not out here. It's probably going to hurt a little bit in the points. So next week we may see a whole different list from probably 10, 8, 9, 10 back. So we're looking at Mark Nadeau right now going around. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at where's Stephen Parks. Stephen Parks is not on the track. It's like Travis Wall right now moves into the #1 spot. Adam Baker is holding on to the 2nd spot right here. Adam Baker's been having a pretty good season so far. He's got a bunch of wins here in the Truck Series. He's got wins in the Xfinity Series and in the Cup Series. So Adam Baker's looking pretty strong. Ronald Henry, the number 75, Lone Star, Texas Lone Star Grill. He's having a great season here also. It's Ronald's first full-time season in the Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Cup Series, doing a really good job. Looks like we have about 20 drivers here tonight. Looks like Jackson Allen is not on the track, but we are going to go to our national anthem, and then we'll come back with Qualify. We'll be right back. All right, we're back just in time for Qualify. So we'll put the ticker up and keep an eye on who's going to take the top spot here. And we'll see who gets out on the track first, and we'll go ahead and jump out with them, take a lap around inside their truck, and get a feel for the track. Looks like Shane Papala is going to be the first driver out here. So let's go jump inside with Shane. And we'll take a lap around here at Michigan in the trucks with Shane Papala. He is your current point leader. He's had the lead for quite a while and has a pretty good jump over second place Adam Baker. So going to take a lot to try and beat him to the chase. But it will even out a little bit in the chase. Make it a little bit more closer in points. So going to be interesting to see. See him come around and get the green flag. And guys were saying for a few laps you can pretty much flat-foot it around. After a while you're going to have to back off just a little bit because the truck does start to lose a little bit of grip. And it does kind of just shoot out on you. I'll be here in the booth tonight. Unfortunately, I'm alone tonight, so I'll try to keep it as interesting as I can. It's tough when you're up here alone, but hopefully we can make it interesting for you. And Shane comes across the line, and he'll pick up a 39.072. See if anybody else is going to top that time off or not. Looks like Joe Mitchell, 39.069. Take a look at Stephen Parks with a 39.195 for his first lap. That runs Stephen in 8th. See if he can pick up some time this pass. And he will not pick up any more time. Take a look at Donald McLaughlin, shown in 11th right now with a 39.289, and he hits the wall, so that lap is not going to count. Adam Baker up front once again, 39.013. Adam showing some speed pretty quick off here tonight. Back to the 91 of Jim Locking, shown in 9th. Looks like most of the guys are taking a time. I don't know. Here at SoMo Racing League, it's not mandatory to qualify, but you do need to start where you qualify. So there is no running to the back of the line just to get a pit stall. Let's see. Mark Nadeau, the number 57, he's shown in 15th right now. Len McNeese in the 84. Just jumps up to 6th with a 39.065, so good pass there for Len that time around. Brian Neff was shown in 4th. And so far, Adam Baker is holding on to the top spot. So not too bad. Here at SoMo, they do not have any fast repairs. So if you get in any kind of trouble, you need to get your truck in, get it repaired, or if it's too much damage, you'll have to pack it up and come back next week and try your hand again. They do have a minimum speed. Usually it's 15 miles less than the top speed that you can do alone. If you cannot maintain that speed on the front stretch or the back stretch, you will be asked to park your truck, and that's just to keep you out of the way. There's been some issues before in the past where guys were on there really slow and damaged and just in the way. We're just waiting for these guys to finish up right now. And it looks like Adam Baker so far is going to hang on to the pole. Travis Wall was out there, but I don't believe he's going to have any better time than that. We just want to remind you here, this race tonight is brought to you by Butler Furniture, and we appreciate Butler Furniture for coming on board. All right, we will go over the grid here as soon as they start gridding up. And it looks like Adam Baker will sit on the pole here tonight. Congratulations to Adam with MB Motorsports, starting second. Shane Papala, also of MB Motorsports. Starting third will be David Howard Jr. for Diamond State Racing. Lupa Gonzalez will start fourth for 575 Motorsports. Starting fifth will be Brian Neff, Can-Am Racing. Sixth will be Travis Wall for Max Rev Motorsports. Joe Mitchell starting 7th for MB Motorsports. Len McNeese will start 8th for GAC Racing. 9th is Stephen Parks, and he is with Turn 4 Racing. I'm not sure why it's not showing up, but we'll have to fix that. Timothy Lewis starting 10th for Diamond State Racing. 11th is Jeff Glockner. He'll start for SoMo Racing. 12th will be Jim Locking starting for GAC Racing. And 13th, David Gain for GAC Racing. Donald McLaughlin will be starting 14th. 15th is Mark Nadeau for Turn 4 Racing. 16th is Dean Viney, GAC Racing. William Lee, he'll be starting 17th. Jackson Allen, I don't believe he's on the track, but they have him marked down as 18th for Victory Lane Racing. 19th, Ronald Henry for Can-Am Racing. Sean Dorr will be starting 20th. Matthew Talbert will start 21st. And they're showing the pace car starting 22nd. That's a first. Paul Cohen also showing for 20 seconds. So we got a little issue going on there, but that's okay. So here tonight in the Portside Jaguar Land Rover Michigan International Speedway, 125 laps, brought to you by Butler Furniture. And it looks like Adam Baker, the leader, does have the lane choice. Looks like Adam Baker, I believe, is going to stick to the inside on this start. So hopefully we see some good racing. I'm sure we'll see a lot of side-by-side racing going on here. And we'll see who can keep their tires on and their truck clean the longest and take home that flag tonight. Quick look at the track conditions again. We have an air temperature of 78, humidity of 55, partly cloudy skies, and a track temperature of 103.66. So we'll take a look through as the race goes on and see if that temperature does increase as the rubber goes down and these trucks heat up. We're excited to see some of the changes that are coming to iRacing with some transitional races, night to day, day to night. You guys are doing a good job putting it together, so we'll be excited to bring it to you. Pace car does duck in. We're getting ready to start these guys off here tonight, and we are green here at Michigan. It looks like Adam Baker did get to the line first, so Adam Baker is your leader at the moment. We'll see if he can come around and lead that first lap. Side by side, we see the 7 of David Howard Jr., the 89 of Shane Papala, followed by the 53 of Lupa Gonzalez and the 60 of Brian Neff. Adam Baker still out front, hanging on to that lead. And that's what you want to see as the leader, side by side behind you. And Adam Baker will lead the first lap here tonight. Let's go back a little bit here. It looks like Joe Mitchell, Stephen Parks, Lupa Gonzalez, and the 44 of Travis Wall. All kind of trying to work out some positions here. Looks like we may be going 3 wide. The 18 of Joe Mitchell, the 1 of Stephen Parks, and I believe that's the 60 of Brian Neff. No, 53 of Lupa Gonzalez. Who that was. We're seeing some good hard battling going on already early on in the race here tonight. Let's take a look at the 1 of Stephen Parks. Started 9th, he's up to 6th. Take a look at Joe Mitchell here. Joe Mitchell started 5th. And he started 7th and he's up to 5th. Back up 3rd place, Brian Neff. Trying to take a look at the 89 of Shane Papala, who's sitting 2nd. So I'm taking a look down to the inside. We'll see if he's got anything for him. Going back to take another look. Brian will take that 2nd spot for the moment from Shane. Back a little bit here. Timothy Lewis in the number 4, Len McNeese in the 84. That is for 9th and 10th. It looked like Stephen Parks got a little bit loose there, lost a couple of spots. That'll push him back to 10th. It was a good save by Stephen, though, not to wreck or take anybody with him back out on the track. See the 44, the 7, and the 53. These guys try to work it out. Looks like Travis Wall had the advantage on the inside, but now David Howard Jr. is going to easily take that back. David Howard Jr., Travis Wall, Luca Gonzalez, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Looks like we may have something going on a little bit further back here. Donald McLaughlin and the 91 of Jim Locking for 11th and 12th. Almost made some contact. See the 93 of Sean Dorr now in that mix. And the 57 of Mark Nadeau looking on the inside. Looks like the 45 slid up just a little bit. A little unstable there. Able to hang on to it. You see the 93 of Sean Dorr down low. The 101 of David Gameforth in 15th. Dean Viney, the number 71 in 16th. Jeff Glockner, the 88 in 17th. Matthew Talbert, number 78, he is sitting in 18th. The 02 of William Lee, sitting in 19th. And Ronald Henry way off the pace in 20th. So not sure. I think Ronald may be trying to play a little bit of strategy here. He's had some bad luck, so he may just be hanging back a little bit and try and let it sort itself out a little. See Stephen Parks and the 84 of Len McNeese side by side for 9th and 10th. And up front, Adam Baker got 8 laps led. Adam Baker's got about 8/10 over second place Brian Neff. Brian Neff has a few tenths over Shane Papala. And then Joe Mitchell not too far behind. Got Adam Baker, Brian Neff, Shane Papala, Joe Mitchell, and David Howard Jr., your top 5. So number 4 of Timothy Lewis and the 53 Lupa Gonzalez kind of doing a crossover again here. Let's get in a little bit closer and take a look at these guys. Lupa Gonzalez down low underneath the white line. They are still side by side heading into 1. Looks like Lupa will get that position. Go back to Mark Nadeau and Jim Locking. Mark Nadeau down low in the number 57. Jim Locking in the 91 up high. Looks like Mark will take that position from Jim. So that'll put Mark in 11th, move Jim to 12th. And we'll see if Mark can get up to Len McNeese and take that 10th spot away from him. And it looks like the 89 of Shane Papala has caught the 60 of Brian Neff. And that is for 2nd and 3rd right there. Adam Baker would like to see these guys battle it out side by side because that will just open up the lead so much more. Man, these guys, can they get any closer on the track? Let's jump inside with the 60 of Brian Neff. See David Howard Jr. in the number 7. Currently sitting 6th. We have passed by the teammates. The 57 of Mark Nadeau passes his teammate Stephen Parks. Mark Nadeau now into 9th, Stephen back to 10th. And he's going to feel a little bit of pressure from Len McNeese in a couple of laps here, I believe. Len McNeese riding just a little bit higher of a line than Stephen Parks right there. We see Len McNeese taking a look to the inside, see if he can keep it down low, or are they going to make contact? They do keep a nice distance between them. They are going to drag race it to the line. Stephen Parks will get that position. See what he got for him coming into 1. You see that outside line, once they come off, man, that outside line can get back into it, and you see him kind of pull ahead of Len McNeese, but Len not giving up. See if Len can slide it up in front and take that spot. Stephen Parks now down to the inside. Len McNeese will shut the door for the moment. And the 91 of Jim Locking's liking this because that's just pulling him closer. It looks like we may have another challenge up here for 3rd and 4th between Joe Mitchell and Brian Neff, number 60 and the number 18. Back here, Stephen Parks loses that position to the 91 of Jim Locking. Dean Viney, David Gainforth, and the 93 of Sean Dorr. That's for 13th, 14th, and 15th. Tell you what, we got battles going on all through the field here. Let's go back up here to David Howard Jr., Shane Papala, Travis Wall, Joe Mitchell, and the 60 of Brian Neff. That is 2nd through 6th. We see Shane slide up just a little bit. Shane will hold on to the 6th place spot. We see Joe Mitchell in 3rd, trying to track down the 60 of Brian Neff and take that 2nd place away from Brian. Take a look at the back of the front of Joe's truck to the back of Brian Neff. And the yellow is out. See Ronald Henry with a little bit of nose damage. Not really sure if Ronald was the culprit here, but we'll try and see if we can hunt it down and see what happened. Not really seeing any damages on any of the trucks. Try and go back and see if we can find out what happened here on the track. Back a little bit further. It's not gonna let me get that far back. Ah, here we go. Looks like maybe that was the 44 of Travis Wall. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Travis. Ah, this looks like the back end came out on him. And he doesn't collect anybody in it, so that's good. That's good for Travis anyway. I bet you a lot of guys were looking forward to that caution to get caught back up, get some tires, get a feel for their trucks. Now everybody knows what their truck's gonna do on a couple laps with a little bit of fuel. So all right, no damage is done, so Travis should be able to get inside and get back out, no problem. So it looks like right now your top 5 are going to be Shane Papala, Adam Baker, Brian Neff, Joe Mitchell, and David Howard Jr. And we'll see Shane Papala now duck in. So Shane was able to, I believe, stay out and lead that lap, get that bonus point. That's going to drop it back down to Adam Baker.
Butler Furniture is a family-owned discount furniture and mattress, living room, bedroom store based in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Since opening, Butler Furniture has served customers in Mountain Home, West Plains, Harrison, Batesville, Searcy, Russellville, Conway, Cabot, Rogers, Springdale, and Jonesboro. We can help you select your new furniture and mattress, living room, bedroom purchase at any budget. We look forward to seeing you at Butler Furniture. Our knowledge of the furniture and mattress, living room, bedroom sets we sell sets us high above the competition. We look forward to seeing you at Butler Furniture.
All right, we are back. The pace car lights are off. And we're going to get this thing fired up. We've had 2 lead changes. We are under caution number 1 and still have 103 laps remaining. So plenty of time to get her done. Let's see how this is going to shake out. Adam Baker is your leader. Brian Neff is in second. Adam Baker down low for this restart. And the pace car pulls into the pits. We're waiting on that green flag once again, and the green flag is out. Adam Baker with a good start, followed by his teammate Joe Mitchell in the 18. Going to try and push him into turn 1 and secure that lead. A little bit of shuffling going on through the field. Adam Baker up front, Joe Mitchell down low, Brian Neff outside, and here comes the number 4 of Timothy Lewis with his teammate David Howard Jr. third and fourth. See Joe Mitchell with a great run there, trying to hold off the 60 of Brian Neff. It looks like we're almost like 20 wide back there. Wow, we have a traffic jam going on. These guys are trying to get all the spots they can while they can. Mark Nadeau down low, 53. Luba Gonzalez up high. Stephen Parks down low. Followed by Travis Wall, the 84 of Len McNeese. David Howard Jr. quickly moved down to the inside line, trying to hang on to that 5th place spot. And it looks like Joe Mitchell, Adam Baker, and Brian Neff have kind of separated a little bit. We still have some traffic jams going on. 91 of Jim Locking down low. And he will pass the 71 of Dean Viney and going to try to work his way to the 84 of Len McNeese. We see the 89 of Shane Papala, who came in late on that pit stop. Got some topped off, some rubbers. He's now in 15th. Usually see Shane's usually has a pretty decent long run truck if he can stay out of trouble. So the 18 of Joe Mitchell sitting second, Adam Baker in first, Brian Neff in third. We go back to Timothy Lewis in fourth, David Howard Jr. to number 7 in fifth. Then we go back a little bit. We have Travis Wall down low, Lupa Gonzalez up high. Mark Nadeau now moves up high. The 93 of Sean Dorr moves into the 9th spot. See the number 1 of Stephen Parks in 10th. Going to try to get behind his teammate and see if they can't open up some doors here. Jim Locking now down low again with the 71 of Dean Viney to the outside. Take a look at Shane's truck. I don't think there's damage on the right side. It kind of looked like there was. I didn't see him hit anything. Looks like he's got a little bit of right front damage on that truck. Yeah, that could be what's causing him to slow down a little bit. back here to, let's see, Mark Nadeau in the 57, the 93 of Sean Dorr, and Stephen Parks. 8th, 9th, and 10th, and Joe Mitchell down off the track. Ooh, did not know what happened with Joe. Let's see if we can rewind it real quick. Find out what happened with Joe while they stayed green. Oh, looks like he made a little bit of contact with the wall and Adam Baker. That's going to hurt Joe Mitchell a little bit here. So now that's going to move Timothy Lewis now up to 2nd, David Howard Jr. to 3rd, Lupa Gonzalez to 4th, and Travis Wall in the 44 up to 5th. Adam Baker, Brian Neff right now with a 2.4 lead. Adam Baker shuffled back to 8th after that incident with Joe's got some rear damages. I'm not really sure if Adam hit the wall first and then Joe Mitchell, because Adam does have some right side damages also. We see the 84 of Len McNeese now taking a pass at the 84. Stephen Parks in 7th, Mark Nadeau in 6th, Sean Dorr in 8th. Go back a little to Len McNeese, who's sitting 9th, and Jim Locking going to round out your top 10. A quick change of events here tonight. Unfortunate for Joe Mitchell and Adam Baker. I guess Adam Baker must have hit the wall, and Joe Mitchell caught the back of him, which sent it actually sent Joe down the track. Adam was able to keep on going, but definitely hurting in the speed from that damage. And we just got to Ronald Henry. We've seen him spin out. Let's go take a look and see what happened with Ronald here. We're just going to take a look at him. It looks like the back end gave out. And you see him try to save it hard into the outside wall. And then into the inside wall. So Ronald Henry not going to have a good night here tonight. He was already 1 lap down. So that's going to put him probably multiple laps down by the time he gets in to fix it, if he can get back out on the track. You see Travis Wall in the number 44. He's sitting 5th. Lupa Gonzalez is 4th. David Howard Jr. 3rd. Lupa Gonzalez down low. This might be a good time to jump inside with David Howard Jr. and crank this thing up. we're seeing a little bit of banging going on out there while we were inside with the number 7 of David Howard Jr. Let's go take a look and see, did he suffer any damage from that? I don't know if Lupe Gonzalez got pushed up the hill or slid up the hill. David Howard Jr. had to get out of it. You see Travis Wall now in 3rd, trying to take a look for 2nd on the 4 of Timothy Lewis. And it looks like Timothy will give him that spot. Here comes the number 53 of Lupe Gonzalez now, going to try and work on the number 4 also. Meanwhile, up front, Brian Neff, he leads his 10th lap, and he has about a 2.5 second lead over 2nd place Travis Wall. We have Travis Wall in 2nd, Lupe Gonzalez in 3rd, Timothy Lewis in 4th. Go back and see. We have a little bit here. Looks like Len McNeese leading that train. Sean Dorn to 93. Jim Locking, and then Dean Viney, and that is for 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Stephen Parks in a little bit of trouble. Looks like Stephen Parks got a little bit of right front fender damage. Gonna hurt him here at this track for sure. See the 101 of David Gainforth now right to the back of the 78 of Matthew Talbert, who is 1 lap down. Let's take a look at Dean Viney, who's sitting in 11th. He started 16th, and he gets himself up to 11th, so moving in the right direction. Stephen Parks started 9th, sitting 10th. Jim Locking, he started 12th, and he is currently sitting 9th. Sean Dorr started 20th, and he is up to 8th. Len McNeese, who started 8th, he's got 1 position. He is up to 7th. Mark Nadeau, he started 15th, and he is currently sitting 6th. David Howard Jr. started 3rd. He's kind of hanging there in the top 5. Timothy Lewis started 10th, and he is in 4th. Lupe Gonzalez started 4th, currently sitting 3rd. Travis Wall started 6th, sitting up in 2nd. And Brian Neff started 5th, currently a leader. 13 laps led, coming to 14 laps led this time across the stripe. Brian having a good run here tonight. Let's see if we can find any action here on the track. Looks like the 1 of Stephen Parks, the 71 of Dean Viney, the 101 of David Gainforth, and the 89 of Shane Papala. You got 4 trucks here, all fighting for a position from 10th to 14th. Adam Baker in that mix. Dean Viney with a look down low. Oh, in contact with the 1 of Stephen Parks. 3 wide down the front stretch. Across the line. Looks like Shane Papala does have that spot. He will take advantage of that contact. That will move Shane up to 10. Oh, and Stephen Parks into the wall. Does a good job not bouncing it down into those guys. That could have been bad. Some heavy damages, though, to the number 1. looks like Travis Wall has caught up to the 60 of Brian Neff. He had a 2.5-second lead, and here is Travis Wall on the back bumper, looking to take that lead from him. Lupa Gonzalez not too far behind. He lets us see these guys kind of fight it out a little bit, draw him closer. Travis Wall now to the outside and try to get that run off. Hold Brian Neff down to be able to get into the throttle faster and take that position from him, maybe going into 3. And here's the 53, Lupa Gonzalez. That's just what he wanted to see, because now that opens the door for him to get underneath the 44. And you would think they said there was 5 to go here, the way these guys are fighting it out right now here at the front. Looks like David Howard Jr. and Mark Nadeau are side by side for 4th and 5th. Back up front here, see if we see Travis Wall able to complete this pass on the 60 of Brian Neff. See the 53, Lupa Gonzalez, man, make up your mind, guys, I gotta go. Travis Wall drives it in hard, trying to keep it down there, and it looks like he may have that position. And across the line is going to be Travis Wall to the lead. We have a new leader here tonight, Travis Wall. Brian Neff not giving up easy. Going to try and take some air, and he does. He takes some air off of the 44. No contact, but the 44 does go around. Travis does a great job not hitting anything with that truck and back out on the track. Good driving right there. So 53, Lupa Gonzalez now sitting 2nd. Brian Neff sitting 1st. 3rd place, new driver here to SoMo, Mark Nadeau. 4th, David Howard Jr. And 5th, Timothy Lewis. Let's go take a look back in the field a little bit. We have Len McNeese in 7th. The 91 of Jim Locking in 6th. And I see a pass for the lead, and it's the 53 of Lupa Gonzalez. And he is going to get to the line first. That's going to put Lupa Gonzalez to the lead. We have a new leader here tonight again. Let's see, Brian Neff has led 20 laps. Adam Baker has led 28 laps. Lupa Gonzalez leads his first lap. Sean Dorr in the pits early. Maybe we see some strategy going on. Let's go back out, and a yellow is out. And we see Joe Mitchell back out on the track. See if we can't go back and find out who brought that caution out. Quick flash around and see if we can find that who is smoking out there on the track. And I'm not really sure. We'll go back live. Looks like Lupa Gonzalez will come out first. Mark Nadeau come out second. David Howard Jr. third. Brian Neff fourth. Jim Locking fifth. So we've had 6 lead changes. Lupa Gonzalez is shown as your leader. We'll see if that changes when they come back across the stripe. And 72 laps remaining here tonight. See where the number 45 of Donald McLaughlin is. He is currently sitting 12th. Let's see if we can get a word in with Donald. Hey, Donald McLaughlin, this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you started 14th. You're sitting 12th. Looks like you got a pretty decent truck out there. How's it going for you?
Say again, Paul. Somebody was talking to me.
I said you started 14th. Right now, it looks like you're sitting 12th. How's it feel out there on the track tonight?
Not too bad there, Paul. I mean, the track, once the tires get wore out a little bit more, the car gets real tight on this track, but not too bad. I mean, I just want to thank Under Armour and everybody, you guys, definitely. And but no, the car's not too bad on the short run, but in the long run, it starts getting really tight. Other than that, I mean, you just gotta watch out for the bottom of the racetrack. I've seen some people tonight hit that apron and they got loose and about spun it out. But I mean, other than that, not too bad.
Yeah, we seen that tonight. Seems like as the run goes on, guys get down a little bit too low. We've seen a few trucks now with the back end just coming out. Are you feeling that as the fuel wears off a little bit, where the back end wants to come out?
Actually, not really. I've been wearing the tires out a little too much, and it's making it more tight than anything else for me. But other than that, I mean, I haven't really got to that point yet. So I mean, I like to see what would happen if I could get to that point, but not too bad.
All right, man. Well, listen, we see you guys are getting ready to go back. We appreciate you talking with us, and good luck out there, man. We'll be watching.
Thank you, pal. Thank you for doing everything you've done for us on SoMo.
You got it, man. Good luck. All right, that was Donald McLaughlin right now sitting in 12th. Let's go back up front with the leaders. Lupa Gonzalez is your leader. He's got 5 laps led, and he is going to start on the inside here. And to his outside is the 57 of Mark Nadeau of Turn 4 Racing. David Howard Jr. on the inside, and Brian Neff on the outside in 4th. Jim Locking up to 5th, and Len McNeese sitting in 6th. So gonna have a good show here in a couple minutes. We're just waiting right now for the pace car to get to pit road. Lupa Gonzalez lead them to the line. This is caution number 2. We're coming to lap 57 of 125. The pace car does go down pit road, and we wait for that green flag. And we are green again one more time here tonight. Lupa Gonzalez to the line with a good start. See the 7 of David Howard Jr. quickly going to try and move into that 2nd place position. The 57 of Mark Nadeau up to 3rd. Here we see Jim Locking now going to try and make a move on the inside here and grab 4th place. And we may go 3 wide here. Wow, that's close. We see the number 4 slide up. That's going to put them 3 wide with the 44 Travis Wall down low. 84 Len McNeese up high. The 4 of Timothy Lewis stuck in the middle. And Travis Wall is not going to have any part of that. Len McNeese in the 84 and the number 4 of Timothy Lewis, man, fighting it out. And that is for 7th and 8th. Lupa Gonzalez out front by about 2/10 over David Howard Jr. Mark Nadeau's in 3rd. Brian Neff is in 4th. And in 5th, Travis Wall gonna take that spot from the 91 of Jim Locking. That's gonna open the door for the 84 of Len McNeese now to come in. And we're seeing Timothy Lewis and Dean Viney, the number 4 to 71, side by side. David Gainforth now up to 8th. Donald McLaughlin up to 11th. Followed by the 88 of Jeff Glockner in 12th. Jeff having a good run here tonight. Hopefully he can keep it up and not get caught up in anything. Looks like we may have a battle brewing up here in the front between David Howard Jr., Brian Neff, and Lupa Gonzalez. So the 71 of Dean Viney moving into 9th. Timothy Lewis going back to 10th. And here comes Donald McLaughlin. Oh, and they make contact right in front of him. They go around. Oh, and both drivers save it from more damages. Wow. Got a little bit of contact right in front of Donald McLaughlin, who we just got finished talking to. We need to go back and take a look at that. Take a look at that from the back of Timothy Lewis. Oh, it looks like Dean Viney may have come up. Tried to stay off, it looks like, but did come up. Let's back it up and take one more look from the back of Dean Viney's truck. See Dean Viney down low. Timothy Lewis is on his outside there. They come real close. Looks like Dean Viney may have had a little bit of help. Maybe a slight little tap there. We're going to have to go back one more time and take a look at where's Donald McLaughlin's truck. Let's take a look back and see if he made a little bit of contact with him or not. If that was after the fact or not. All right, looks like they just got into each other and did a good job avoiding it, I'll tell you that. All right, we see everybody heading down pit road. Go up front with our leaders. I'm sure we're going to see probably a 4-tire full fuel stop here. Oh, Lupa Gonzalez had to back up. That's probably going to give the lead up to David Howard Jr. And we see a fight out of the line. It looks like David Howard Jr. is going to come out first. And then Mark Nadeau. Right now it's showing Travis Wall, Lupa Gonzalez, Adam Baker up to 5th. Boy, one mistake on pit road and Lupa Gonzalez loses 3 positions. All right, we are back live. Let's take a look at your top 5. David Howard Jr., Mark Nadeau, Travis Wall, Lupa Gonzalez, Adam Baker. We've had 7 lead changes. We are on the 3rd caution here tonight. And we still have 61 laps remaining in tonight's race. These guys have been racing pretty hard. They've been racing like it's been 5 to go for quite a while now. So it looks like David Howard Jr. is going to take them to green. He will start on the inside. Right now, Adam Baker still has the most laps led. He has 28 laps. Brian Neff has 20. Lupa Gonzalez has 12. David Howard Jr. now has 2. Let's see if David Howard Jr., he's pretty good at saving his equipment, saving tires. Should be able to stay out front. Looks like he has a pretty decent truck here tonight. So we'll see if the 57, the 53, or the 44 has anything for them. We also see the 60 of Brian Neff back out there. I'm not sure what Adam Baker will be able to do. He's got some of that damage repaired, so maybe he's got some speed back in that truck. And the pace car hits the pit road. And we are green. Travis Wall quickly to the back of the 7. He wants to get him clear so he can hang on to that second spot and not give the 57 Mark Mandu a place to come down. And we see Travis Wall now push the 7, and he is going to try to take that first place spot away from David Howard Jr. See if 44 has anything for him down low. Looks like Travis Wall is going to go to the lead. Travis Wall will be your leader. David Howard Jr. second. Mark Nadeau in third. Side by side, the 48 of Adam Baker, the 53 of Lupa Gonzalez, followed by the 60 of Brian Neff and the 91 of Jim Locking. Side by side behind them is the 101 of David Gainforth and the 84 of Leonard Neese, who quickly separated. We see the 57 of Mark Nadeau having a great run here for his first run here with SoMo. In that Turn 4 Racing Chevy Silverado. The 60 of Brian Neff looking underneath the 48 of Adam Baker, and the 53 looking underneath the 57. Looks like the 53 will take that spot for right now. Let's go back here to Adam Baker and the 60 of Brian Neff. It looks like Brian Neff will take that position. Adam Baker is now back to 6th. Here comes the 84 of Len McNeese and the 91 of Jim Locking. 93 of Sean Dorr right now shown in 10th. The 101 of David Gainforth taking a look underneath the 91 of Jim Locking. 93 of Sean Dorr right there on the back bumper. Len McNeese with a dive down low. And here comes the 1 of Stephen Parks up to 11th. Now taking a look underneath the 48 of Adam Baker. That will score Len McNeese in 6th, Adam Baker in 7th. So Lupa Gonzalez closing in just a little bit on David Howard Jr. That is for 2nd and 3rd. Travis Wall right now to about a 5/10 lead over these guys. I see Adam Baker take a dive down to the low like he was going to make a move on the 84, but does not. Here comes the 93 of Sean Dorr, sitting in 8th. back in the field a little bit to Jeff Glockner. Jeff Glockner right now sitting in 15th. Dean Viney in the number 71 is sitting in 14th. Donald McLaughlin sitting in 13th. Shane Papala, who we've seen have a little bit of trouble, some damages, started second. He's got 1 lap led. He is currently sitting 12th. Stephen Parks, another driver for Turn 4 Racing, started 9th, sitting in 11th. David Gameford started 13th. He is currently sitting 10th. Jim Locking started 12th. He is sitting in 9th. We'll go to Sean Dorr, started 20th. He is sitting in 8th at the moment. Started 1st and sitting 7th with 28 laps led. Adam Baker. Then McNeese started 8th. He's moved forward to 6th. Started 15th and up to 5 is Mark Nadeau. Brian Neff with 20 laps led started 5th. He is currently sitting 4th. Luber Gonzalez, who started 4th, sitting 3rd. He's got 12 laps led. David Howard Jr. started 3rd. He's sitting 2nd with 2 laps led. And Travis Wall with 9 laps led, and he started 6th here tonight. Stephen Parks, Shane Papala, and Donald McLaughlin, 11th, 12th, and 13th. See Adam Baker still with a little bit of right front damage and some rear damage. Definitely hurting the aero on that car, that truck. But these guys are running pretty close. It's like David Howard Jr. catching up to the 44 of Travis Wall. Going to try to give him a little bit of pressure and see if he can get Travis to make a mistake and take that number 1 spot back. Right now, Adam Baker still has 28 laps led, the most laps led. Travis Wall will come around to lead 13 laps this time by. Let's see if anybody can take that 28 laps led from Adam Baker and come out with the most laps led. See the 101 of David Gainforth now taking a look at the 48. That is for 9th and 10th right there. Get a little bit heated up here with the 57 of Mark Nadeau, the 84 of Len McNeese, the 93 of Sean Dorr, and the 91 of Jim Locking. Riding along with the front camera of Sean Dorr, behind the 84 of Len McNeese. looking back to the 91 of Jim Locking. And Len McNeese able to take that 5th spot away from the 57 of Mark Nadeau. Gonna open the door for the 91 of Jim Locking, and the 93, and a yellow is out. It looks like it may have been on the 89 of Shane Papala. We see some heavy damages on the front of that truck. Let's go back and take a look and see if we can't figure out what happened here. Oh, he looks like he got a little bit loose following the 1 of Stephen Parks, and then the 45 of McLaughlin got into him. Let's take a little bit better look. See what happened here. See Stephen Parks looking down low. Shane Papala up on the outside line as they head into 1. Yeah, just got a little upset. He had to back out of it, and the 45 was right there. We see the 88 get collected in it also. They do manage to keep it going. Time, everybody back down pit road. Not sure if Matthew Talbert stayed out. I don't know if he's going to stay out just to lead a lap, or does he feel that he has something there to stay out a little bit longer with. Let's see if he comes back in this time, but we just want to remind you tonight's race is brought to you by Butler Furniture. We thank you, Butler Furniture, for coming on and sponsoring SoMo. So right now, with Matthew Talbert staying out, that puts him in the lead. We'll see if he can come by and officially get scored for leading a lap. And if he does, it'll be Matthew Talbert, Brian Neff, David Howard Jr., Mark Nadeau, and Sean Dorr. But we'll have to wait and see if Matthew stays out or goes in. He hasn't crossed the line in time yet to officially be scored the leader here. Looks like he will come across this time and get officially scored the leader. So that will give him a bonus point for leading the lap. Let's see where... I believe David Gameforth already made his pit stop, so we'll see if we can get a word in with David Gameforth. David Gameforth, this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Paul, I'm here, man.
Hey, dude. You started 13th. You're currently sitting 10th. Looks like you're having a pretty good run here tonight. We've seen a lot of guys losing it. How's the truck feel to you?
The truck feels fine. It's just hard to make any ground. Everybody's really fast out here, and it's pretty aero dependent. You gotta almost stay in that draft to get a run on them. It's tough to move up.
Yeah, we see. I was saying earlier, it seems like everybody, somebody got a memo that there must have been 5 to go because there's been some hard racing all night so far. But your truck looks good. You look like you're doing a decent job out there. Hopefully, you guys can keep it alive and get some more spots here, and you know the rest of the race here tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best. I know I'm aiming for a top 5 here tonight. That's usually my goal when I start these things. So, you know, I would have got about 40 laps to go. We'll give her a good shot here.
All right, man. Well, listen, we appreciate you talking with us, taking a couple minutes out, and good luck to you, man. We'll look for you at the end.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it, man.
All righty. All right, that was David Gainforth in the 101. Let me see. David Gainforth started 13th. Looks like he's currently sitting 9th, so definitely moving in the right position. Actually, the right direction. So we're here with the Portside Jaguar and Land Rover Truck Series at SoMo Racing League at Michigan for 125 laps. Be 41 laps to go this time by. We've had 11 lead changes. This is caution number 4, and these guys are doing a good job. They are fighting hard early on. They've been fighting all race, all through the field pretty much. We've seen some spins. We've seen some guys able to keep it off of the wall and off of other trucks around them. So I'm sure the tension is only going to get higher, and it's going to get hotter out here on the track as we wind down these laps here tonight. We'll wait now for the pace car to duck into pit road. David Howard Jr. going to bring him the green on the inside. This time the 93 of Sean Dorr behind him. And we are back at it one more time here tonight. 41 laps to go this time by. David Howard Jr. with a good jump there on the inside, able to make up a little bit of headway. So the 93 of Sean Dorr trying to stay with him. '57, Mark Perdue on the outside. He will jump back into 3rd, but the 91 of Jim Locking there, not able to come down, so he may get railroaded back a couple of positions because the 84 of Len McNeese quickly going to try to close that door. We see David Howard Jr. up front, Sean Dorr in 2nd, Jim Locking in 3rd, and 57 Mark Perdue in 4th, and Len McNeese now taking a look down low. Slide it back up behind 57. The 53 Luca Gonzalez sitting in 6th. Sean Dorr within about 2/10 to David Howard Jr. Let's get back a little bit. We'll try to keep an eye on these guys. It's like Adam Baker and Brian Neff, and that'll be for 10th and 11th. Joe Mitchell back out on the field, and he is back to 1 lap down, so a little bit of troubles for Joe, but actually making up some ground. Joe was sitting in 16th, and I believe he is the first truck 1 lap down. We've had a change up here in the front. Jim Locking moves up to 2nd. Sean Dorr shuffled back to 5th. I thought I saw him hit the wall when we were getting ready to get off the camera. I thought I saw some sparks come off that truck. I believe he has a little bit of right front damage. Take a quick look. Yeah, it's got a little bit of right front damage. We kind of saw the sparks when we were getting ready to move. But Jim Locking now up to second. Lupa Gonzalez in third. Mark Nadeau fourth. Sean Dorr fifth. Len McNeese sitting sixth. David Gameforth sitting in seventh. And Timothy Lewis eighth. Dean Riney ninth. And Brian Neff rounding out your top 10. William Lee up to 12th. William Lee started 17th. He is currently sitting 12th. Looks like he's got a clean truck underneath. See right now, the top, I'm going to say top 7, pretty close to each other right here. Single file. See Lupa Gonzalez right now trying to make a pass on Jim Locke, and it looks like they made a little bit of contact. '57 of Mark Nadeau, the '93 of Sean Dorr, and the '84 of Len McNeese. So the '93 of Sean Dorr taken down low, going to try to make that move on the '53. And all this time, David Howard Jr. is stepping out to a 1.2 second lead. Laps are winding down. The heat is turning up. Now Len McNeese and the '53 Lupa Gonzalez for 4th and 5th. Followed by the '93 of Sean Dorr and the 101 of David Gameforth. '84 and the '53 trying to work out their differences here. 4th and 5th. Neither will give an inch. And it looks like the '84's got the advantage going in, but that outside line, will he do the crossover? The outside line, usually you can get into the throttle a little bit sooner and get that runoff, but Len McNeese does make that pass. There comes Lupa Gonzalez now back to the inside. They are back side by side again. Back here to the 101 of David Gameforth. 53, Lupa Gonzalez having a little bit of trouble, falling back to 6th. David Gameforth now up to 5th. When we just talked to him, that's what he said. He was looking for a top 5 here tonight. So the 60 of Brian Neff trying to push his way through with the 101. We are going to be at 29 laps to go. You'd think it would be 2 laps to go the way these guys are fighting right now. 7, the 101, the 53, the 60, and the 93. And that is for 4th through 8th. The 101 and the 60 getting real close there. David Gameforth now back to 7th. Brian Neff in 6th. Ruby Gonzalez in 5th. Here comes Sean Dorr now to take a look underneath the 101. And he will take that spot. So that'll move Sean back to 7th. We see now Brian Neff taking a look again at the 53 of Lupa Gonzalez. I don't know if Lupa had a little bit of trouble with maybe heated up those tires a little bit too much. Give him a chance to cool down and hopefully move back forward. All that time, David Howard Jr. moves out to a 2.2 second lead over second place Jim Locking. Len McNeese now sitting in 3rd. Mark Nadeau sitting in 4th. Brian Neff does take 4th. Brian Neff took 5th. Lupa Gonzalez moves to 6th. Let's go back here a little bit. The 48 of Adam Baker and the 71 of Dean Biney. That's for 9th and 10th. And then the 18 of Joe Mitchell. Joe Mitchell still showing 1 lap down in 16. Let's run through our top 10 here while we have time. Adam Baker started 1st, currently sit 10th. Dean Biney started 16th. He is sitting in 9th. Sean Dorr started 20th. He gets himself up to 8th. It was as high as 2nd. David Gameforth started 13th. Currently sitting 7th. Lupa Gonzalez, who started 4th. He's currently sitting in 6th. Brian Neff started 5th, running 5th. 20 laps led. Mark Nadeau, 15th he started. He is currently sitting 4th with some pressure from the 60 of Brian Neff. Len McNeese, he started 8th. He is currently sitting 3rd. Jim Locking started 12th, and he is up to 2nd. And David Howard Jr., he started 3rd. He is in 1st, and he has 22 laps led. So we'll see if he can come and beat the 28 laps led by Adam Baker and come out of here with the most laps led tonight. Back and see if we can find some action on the track here. We see the 101 of David Gameforth in 7th, Lupa Gonzalez in 6th, side by side. David Game. Oh, and we have some trouble. The 89 of Shane Papala going around. And they do avoid him. And he does tow it. Let's see if we can go back quickly and find out what happened. Go back a little bit further. We'll watch the 89 of Shane Papala here. Looks like the back end of the truck just went around. Wow, that is a great job Len McNeese did by missing him. I don't know how he did that, but we got to go back and take a look at that from Len's point of view, because that was close. Let's jump inside with Len and take a look and see what he saw. I don't know how he missed him. See him start going around and it snaps right up. Wow, that was close. That was some good driving right there. That's going to change things up a little bit. Going to bring guys a little bit closer together here. So we'll let these guys do a pit stop, and we'll see if we can catch up with them. "23 laps to go." Wonder if we're going to see any two-tire stops. Anybody try and gain some positions here. I don't know how good that'll work out, but you never know. Sometimes you got to take a gamble. It looks like David Howard Jr. and the 91 going to be first and second off. Looks like the 60, the 84, and maybe the 53. We'll have to wait and see. Let them get around and officially cross the line. Let iRace sort it out. David Howard Jr.'s got 25 laps led, needs 4 more laps. He can come out of here with the most laps led. I believe Matthew Talbert in the 78 may stay out and get a wave around to get on the lead lap. Let's see, Shane is in the garage. We'll see maybe if we can get caught up with him in a little bit, find out what happened, how his night ended up that way. Unfortunate for him, but he does have a strong enough lead in the championship points that it's really not going to hurt him that much. Adam Baker right now is sitting in 8th. He was in 2nd place coming into tonight's race and quite a bit behind, so not really going to make up a whole bunch of ground. I know that's not what Shane Papala was looking for. I know he wants to get a win here, but he is definitely going into the chase in a good position. So, all in all, it's not that bad. At least he wasn't only 3 points to the driver in 2nd and going to lose that position. He's been hanging on to that championship point lead for quite a while. Yeah, Keith, we miss seeing you out there. There's a couple guys out here tonight that we regular names like yourself that we haven't seen. These guys are doing a good job though, man, putting on a real good race. Like I said earlier, it seems like they're someone told them it's 5 to go about 60 laps ago. But they've been doing a lot of racing here side by side. We seen so much going on all through the field. So I think, and from where I'm sitting, looks like a really good race. We've had 11 lead changes. This is caution number 5, and we have 21 laps to go. We're just going to wait and see if the 78 of Matthew Talbert does take a wave around. And that should put him on the tail end of the lead lap. And they are going to wave him by the pace car. So David Howard Jr. is going to be in control of this race. Starting on the inside, Jim Locking on the outside. Brian Neff, I believe, is going to be on the inside. Len McNeese started 4th on the outside. Lupe Gonzalez on the inside. And the 57 and Mark Nadeau. Going to round out the top 6. We are going 19 laps to go once we get the green. I'm hoping there won't be another caution, but I'll tell you what, it's definitely going to be stepped up now. David Howard Jr. with 27 laps led, going to get 28 this time by. If he can come by and lead One more lap, he will come out with the most laps led here tonight. That's an extra bonus point, so that will help going into the chase. Every point counts. We had a championship season last year that tied, and we had to go by who had the most top 10s, then the most top 5s, because these guys tied it right down to the point on the very last race. Pace car is in, and we are green here, hopefully for the last time tonight with 19 laps to go, but I wouldn't count on it. Looks like a really good start up front. David Howard Jr. out front, Jim Locking on the outside, the number 60 of Brian Neff down on the inside. Jim Locking gonna try and gonna tuck it back in. The 84 of Len McNeese quickly moves to the outside, to the back of the 91 of Jim Locking. Man, that was a breath holder right there. Not a place you want to be if it goes wrong. David Howard Jr. gets his 29th lap led, so he is going to come out of here with the most laps led tonight. And looks like we are 3 wide, a little bit further back with the 18, the 4, and the 93. Now the 1, the 4, and the 93. Len McNeese now moving into second, or trying to anyway. Yeah, next week these guys will be at Bristol in the Portside Jaguar Land Rover Truck Series. Definitely going to be some fun there. And while the 84 and the 91 fight it out, David Howard Jr. has got about a 5/10 lead over them. That's what he wants to see, man. When these guys fight it out side by side, it allows the guy in front to get further away and the guy behind to close it in, because here comes the 57 of Mark Nadeau now. And we're going to have a 3-truck battle here for second, third, and fourth in a little bit. Len McNeese, Jim Locking, and Mark Nadeau. While these guys figure it out, let's go back a little bit. Adam Baker sitting in 5th, Lupe Gonzalez sitting in 6th, David Gameforth in 7th, Ryan Neff sitting in 8th, Sean Dorr sitting in 9th, and Dean Viney rounding out your top 10. Go back up here to Mark Nadeau. And he is sitting 4th and trying to put some pressure on Jim Locking, doing what he can to try to gain another position. Adam Baker now looking to the outside of the 57. See Adam Baker with some left side quarter panel damage from earlier contact. We've seen Adam Baker started on the pole and had a little bit of trouble, hit the wall. His teammate Joe Mitchell was behind him, and when Adam hit the wall, hit Adam in the rear and spun Joe down onto the inside, caused a lot of damage on Joe Mitchell's truck. Right now, the 57 of Mark Nadeau and 48 of Adam Baker side by side for 4th and 5th. So the 57 almost having the advantage, but that outside line is tough. And it looks like they make a little bit of contact there. You see Brian Neff and the 101 of David Gameforth right behind them, side by side. Here comes the 53, Lupe Gonzalez. So Like I said, once these guys start fighting back and forth, the person behind gets caught up and the person in front separates. So here's Looper now into this battle. He's probably saying, I ain't got time for this, guys. Y'all want to fight it out? Go ahead, I'm moving. He's looking for that opening, man. Which way can he go? Go back a little bit. The 60 of Brian Neff, the 93 of Sean Dorr, and the 101 of David Gainforth. And that is for 7th, 8th, and 9th. We are counting these laps down. And that is the distance between them right there. David Howard Jr. now 36 laps led. Len McNeese in second, about 5/10 behind. Jim Locking sitting in third. Adam Baker in fourth. Luca Gonzalez in fifth. Mark Nadeau in sixth. Brian Neff in seventh. And Sean Dorr in eighth. David Howard Jr. in ninth. And Dean Viney up in your top 10. We see Stephen Parks, who had a little bit of trouble earlier, recovers from it. He is sitting 11th. Joe Mitchell, who we told you about, having some troubles early on, getting into the back of Adam Baker when Adam hit the wall. Got some pretty good nose damage there, but able to get back on the lead lap after a couple cautions. And he is sitting in 12th. Timothy Lewis, I believe he's got some right front damage, and he's sitting 13th. William Lee sitting 14th. Matthew Talbert back on the lead lap, sitting 15th. And Jeff Glockner sitting 16th. And we saw Jeff Glockner get involved a little bit earlier on. Lupa Gonzalez taking a look underneath the 48 of Adam Baker. That is going to be for 4th place, followed by the 57 of Mark Nadeau. 57's trying to push that 53 past the 48 so they can get on by. I'll tell you what, I think I can feel the heat coming up out of the screen here. Got a 4-truck battle right here. And this is 4th through 7th. See the 57 quickly take a look low with the 60 of Brian Neff. Coming to 6 laps to go this time by. 57 is going to bring it up in front of the 53, Luca Gonzalez. Here comes the 60 of Brian Neff. Looked like he was going to try and take a look underneath the 53, but maybe thought better of it. To the 93, Sean Dorr sitting in 8th. Back up front, Jim Locking in 3rd. Len McNeese up to 2nd. Lupa Gonzalez, Brian Neff. We are winding these laps down. 5 laps to go. Guys are doing a great job keeping it clean here. We may end up finishing under green. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm terrible with names. Even Shane Pavala used to butcher that up, and that's a pretty easy name. I'll get it. We see the 57, the 60, and the 53. It looks like the 60, Brian Neff, going to take that spot away from Lupa Gonzalez at the moment and try and take a look underneath the 57. Not able to do it. Lupa Gonzalez struggling just a little bit. We're coming to 2 laps to go this time by. Let's take a look up here. Jim Locking trying to take a look underneath Len McNeese for second. And it looks like Jim Locking is going to take second from Len McNeese. David Howard Jr. about 1.1 second in front of these guys. 2 laps to go. See if Len McNeese is going to try and make another move here and take that spot back from Jim. It looks like Brian Neff able to get around Mark Nadeau. Coming to the white flag this time. David Howard Jr., 46 laps led. If he can keep it together through 2 more turns. Jim Locking, though, got him down to about a 1 second interval, but I don't think he'll be able to catch him unless David Howard Jr. makes a big mistake. David Howard Jr. is going to take the win here tonight at Michigan. Congratulations to David Howard Jr., Jim Locking, Len McNeese, your top 3. David Howard Jr. with 47 laps led. That is definitely some drive in there. These guys put on a great show here tonight. Take a quick look at David Howard Jr. 47 laps led. Let's see if we can get caught up with somebody here in a minute. We'll be right back.
Really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing, 3 wide action on a turn 2. Craig Kinzer, Casey Kane, and Kieran Pittman going at it.
think the differences between, you know, NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the cars. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on, and you can't always see that when you watch a race. So I think it's pretty neat. It's, you know, enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And, you know, early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
All right, we're back here live. We're caught up with Len McNeese. Len McNeese, you got a copy.
I got you, Paul.
Well, buddy, you started 8th. You finished 3rd. Looked like you had a pretty good run out there. We've seen a lot of passing. We've seen a lot of fighting going on. How was it for you out there?
Yeah, it was a lot more aggressive racing tonight than I was figuring it was going to be early. But it was good racing. I was trying my best there at the end to reel David in. I think I burnt the right front off of him trying to catch him. He just had his truck in the wind, couldn't do anything.
Yeah, we seen you and Jim Locking side by side there for a couple laps, and I was saying on the broadcast that you know, the guy in the front likes to see that because that just lets him take off, and then that invites the guy behind you to get caught back up. So while you guys were fighting it out, you know, we've seen a little bit of mixing up going on, but you were able to get back in front of Jim Locking, and he started putting a little bit of pressure on you there at the end, man. We seen guys losing it off of the turns. Were you feeling any of that in the truck tonight?
It was kind of loose coming off after the tires got some, you know, we got a lot of laps on it. They didn't get toward the end for a pit stop run. Well, I know I had a close call there. I think Shane spun right in front of me coming off of 2, and I thought that my night was over at that point in time.
Yeah, we went back and we watched it from outside, and then we got inside your truck on your gyro cam. And, dude, I'll tell you what, that was some driving right there. I don't know how you didn't hit him, man, but you got through with no incident, no damage on that. That was just amazing. I couldn't believe it. I had to go back and watch that again just because. But definitely a great run here for you tonight. You're doing good in the points. We got 5 more races coming up for the chase. Looks like you'll be pretty secure into the chase, so that's got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, we can just keep. We've started getting a little bit better runs here the past few weeks, so we can just hold that scenario and get it on into the chase there. Hopefully, we can luck up and just be in the top 10.
Well, I hate to bring the bad news to you, but next week is Bristol.
Oh boy, that'll be. I like Bristol, but it's just that's kind of like Daytona. It's if you're in the right place at the right time to get through it all.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, man, that's where we'll be heading next week, so we'll look forward to seeing you there. Before we let you go celebrate your 3rd place run tonight, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Hey, we definitely will give a shout out to Butler Furniture and PORTSIDE Jaguar and Land Rover there for helping putting the series together and you putting it on. So we appreciate all you guys.
All right, man. Well, we thank you, buddy, and go celebrate your 3rd place finish. We look forward to seeing you at Bristol next week, man.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Paul.
All righty. All right, let's see if we can get caught up with Jim Locking. Jim Locking, this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do. How you doing, Paul?
All right, Jim. Well, hey, dude, you started 12th, pretty far back in the field, and you come home 2nd. You look like you had a really strong truck there towards the end of the race, man. Give us a breakdown of what was going on.
Well, I was trying as hard as I could to keep up to the field, but I was running conservatively. I was trying to run a pace and not to push too hard to burn the tires off, but then everybody was just getting away from me. So and there was a few guys that were driving pretty aggressively and taking some chances. I was trying to avoid them, but then at the end of as the race wore on, I thought I'm going to have to just drive the hell out of this thing, or I'm not going to do anything. So that's what I did. I just started pushing it as hard as I could, and usually that doesn't work because you usually just overdrive and but it worked this time, so I'm just happy.
Yeah, we saw the heat coming on, man, towards the end there at that last restart. We were hoping it was going to stay green, which it did. We seen you battling it out with Len McNeese there for a little while, man. And, you know, I was telling Len and saying over the broadcast while you battle it out, that kind of gave David Howard a little bit more leading room. But then that also brought the fourth place driver a little bit closer. So we weren't sure what was going to happen. But you guys quickly sorted it out, man. And, you know, you managed to come home with a good finish in second. You started 12th. Definitely a lot of positions moved. So definitely a great run for you tonight, man. We seen guys losing it coming out of the turns. Did you feel any of that tonight, or was the truck kind of feeling a little bit tight?
No. The setup was great. I think Michigan is one of my better tracks, and I used to a league that I used to run in. The admin that ran that, it was his favorite track, so we ran there about every other night. So I got used to the track, and where it gets loose, if you know it's going to get loose in a certain spot, and you just deal with it. You know, it's but if you let it get a little too far, then you're going to lose it. But it'll get loose in that one spot, and if you're ready for it, it's no problem, and it's also pretty fast if you can drive it properly. So I was just used to it, and I was able to handle it. But with running with Len, we're teammates, and but you know, that doesn't stop us from wanting to beat each other. So yeah, I knew that was happening. I knew that David would get away from us, but we couldn't let each other beat each other.
Yeah, I know. Teammate or not, man, when it comes down to the end, the position's a position. And you guys definitely put on a good show, man. So it was good. Next week is Bristol. How you feel about heading to Bristol?
Well, you know, I have good times and bad times at Bristol. It's, you know, since iRacing's done some updates, Bristol's been better. So well, I'm looking forward to taking a crack at it. I like short tracks, and we haven't run short tracks for a while, and I'm certainly better at Bristol than some of the other short tracks. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to giving it a shot.
Yeah, we look forward to it over there too, man. That's definitely a good race. If you can stay out of trouble there, it's definitely a lot of fun. You'll definitely have your hands full. But you finish here tonight second. You started 12th. That's a lot of good positions to gain. Tonight's race was brought to you by Butler Furniture, and we want to thank them for coming on board. And before we let you go celebrate, man, is anybody that you want to give a shout out to?
Well, certainly I want to thank the SoMo Racing League and you guys up in the booth. You all do a great job. We have fun racing in this league, and also Butler Furniture for sponsoring this series. And I'm just a shout out to my teammates at GAC. That's about all.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and thanks for talking with us, and we'll catch up with you next week, hopefully.
Okay, great. Thank you. Have a good night.
All righty. All right, let's see if we can get a word in with David Howard Jr. here. Well, let's see if we can get David Howard Jr. on the line. David Howard Jr., this is Paul up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you, Paul.
Well, dude, you started third, and you come out of here first. You take home the win. So, first of all, congratulations on the win. You also come out of here with the most laps led, 47 laps, dude. We've been keeping an eye on you, and you got her done here tonight, man. Butler Furniture sponsored the race, and we know you got ties with Butler Furniture. So, tell us how you feel right now, man.
Pretty cool, man. Like I said, it's pretty cool to have a teammate like Tim Lewis that can bring along those sponsors. You know, not everybody can get real life sponsors to follow you in these things, and just pretty cool feeling to win one of these things, man. I don't know what happened to Travis, but he messaged me and told me he had to leave. But think it would have been a good race, man. And happy to see a couple of buddy of mine, finish around me there. Mr. Jim Locking and Lynn McNeese, just solid people and solid guys. So fun to see those guys get a top 3 there.
Yeah, it was definitely a good race, man. All race long. I mean, it was amped up. It seemed like everybody was just in go mode, and we seen racing all through the field. We seen you back there a little bit in the start. We were kind of wondering, what happened. I think if I remember right, I seen you dip in and hit the pits late in one of the runs.
Yeah, we. I I I don't know why. I just always like to run out the fuel tank if possible. I'm always scared a caution comes out, so sometimes that'll bite you,
Mm-hmm. Well, dude, you started third. You got as low as 6, which really isn't bad. You come out of here with the most laps led, and you finish first, man. So definitely a great run here tonight, man. Next week we head to Bristol. How you feel about going to Bristol in the trucks?
I love the place, man. I wish they'd put some of that ticky tack down on the bottom line there so we could race. But I guess as far as the simulator, it's one of those places you love to drive because it's a technical track. You got to get up on the wheel and really be on it because it's a short track and things happen fast. But man, you put other guys around you and it really gets frustrating because you feel like even though you're faster than the 5 cars in front of you, you really can't go nowhere. So I hope we can get a good qualifying spot, and I love driving there, so hopefully we can just get in line and put ourselves in position for another win.
Yeah, and be able to stay out of trouble because when things happen there, man, it happens quick and it comes right back down in front of you. So, we'll be looking forward to next week's race and see what they got, see what you got. But, man, congratulations again tonight on a strong, strong run tonight here, man. 47 laps led, most laps led. Definitely look good out there. And before we let you get out of here, man, anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my wife and daughter, first of all. They're my biggest fans, and always come in here and get excited and grab checker flags down off my wall and off my racing simulator here and run through the house with checker flags. So they're always excited to see me win. And have big fans like that in your own household is pretty cool. So them first, and then you for putting on this great league, man. It's pretty hard to put up with a bunch of grown crybabies, but you managed to do it and do it well. And the admin team, obviously, they help you. And man, this is a well-run league and little organization here, so we appreciate that. And my teammate Tim Lewis, he does a lot for me and my team. He doesn't get to race a lot, but he does a lot for our team and also this league, so that's pretty cool. And just any friends, Facebook people out there that get to watch this, friends of mine, I have a few that like to watch, and I know they'll be excited, so that's pretty cool.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate the kind words there, man, and congratulations again on a win here. A real good, strong finish, and most laps led, 47 laps out of here tonight, man. And we look forward to seeing you at Bristol next week, dude.
Hey, thanks a lot.
All right, go celebrate. All right, you heard him, man. Having some fans at home that grab the checkered flags. I know the feeling. I got 2 boys here, and sometimes when I'm running, they'll come over and try to tell me how to run. And there's times where I say, look, I'm going to get up and you come race. Because, I'm like, dude, you ain't running, so back off. But, they'll tell me, yeah, you're going too slow. You're going too fast. But it's good, man. It's nice when you can have your family involved. It is sim racing, but we try to bring across, how real it is and how much fun it is. And, you really got to drive these trucks, these cars. I mean, it's just, it's incredible. If you've never tried it before, you need to get on it. You need to go somewhere that somebody has a simulator, iRacing, and get behind the wheel. I guarantee you do it once or twice, you'll be hooked. You'll want to set up and you'll be out here racing with us also. So hopefully you enjoyed tonight's show. These guys did a great job. Let's see. We had 11 lead changes tonight, 5 cautions, and David Howard Jr. comes out your winner tonight. And man, they really did put on a good show. I'm almost losing my voice from all the excitement out here. We had a couple drivers here tonight that we normally don't see. Sean, I know I'm saying your last name wrong, Dewar. New driver, Mark Nadeau. Welcome to SoMo. Great run out here tonight. A couple drivers that usually are here couldn't make it tonight, so hopefully we'll get to see them next week at Bristol. We will be here next week at Bristol at 8:45 right here on SR Broadcasting. Tomorrow night, we'll be here in the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series, and I believe they're running at Rockingham for 135 laps. So if you want to come watch another good race with these guys, tune in tomorrow night at 8:45. And then don't forget on Thursday nights, the Lazy Days Racing Cup Series will be on PBR Broadcasting, and they'll be at Michigan. Same guys here be on Michigan for 145 laps in the Cup car. And then Sunday night is the SoMo Garage at 9 p.m. East for 1 hour with Aaron Riley, myself, Joe Mitchell, and guest drivers from SoMo. Talk about racing, sim racing, NASCAR racing, past week's races. We try to get guys in and learn about them, where they're from, what equipment they use, how they got into sim racing. We think it's a pretty interesting show, and we'd like you to come out, take a listen. If you like it, hit that like and subscribe, and come follow us. Right now, I am going to go over the results, and we'll end this thing, and thanks for tuning in. So we have David Howard Jr., who takes it home first tonight with the most laps led. He'll come out here with 47 laps led. We got Jim Locking, who finishes second. Len McNeese, who finishes third. Mark Nadeau, a new driver here tonight, will finish fourth. Brian Neff finishes fifth. Sixth place will go to Lupa Gonzalez. Seventh place is Adam Baker, who started on the pole, but we seen him have a little bit of trouble. Sean Dewar, I believe. Another driver here at SoMo. I know he's busy, so he doesn't get to run much, so he runs kind of a limited season. Good to see him back here and take an 8th place finish. David Gainforth finishes 9th. Dean Viney will round out your top 10. Timothy Lewis will take home 11th. Joe Mitchell will finish 12th. Stephen Parks, making his debut back in the Truck Series, will finish 13th. 14th is William Lee. 15th, Jeff Glockner. 16th, Matthew Talbert. 17th, Shane Papala. 18th, Donald McLaughlin. 19th, Travis Wall. 20th, Ronald Henry. Jackson Allen and Paul Cohen did not take the field. They'll round out at 21st and 22nd. I'm going to go and try and find my voice. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you here tomorrow night in the Lazy Days Racing Xfinity Series at Rockingham, and we'll see you next week here at Bristol in the Portside Jaguar and Land Rover Truck Series. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.